Trey is constantly asking Rook to not refer to him by his nickname of Chevalier de Roses, but Rook does not seem to have any intention of stopping. In the Wish Upon a Star event we learn that Rook did not come up with this name for Trey until their second year, when Riddle enrolled, because one must have a Roy, a king, to be a Chevalier, or a knight. The nickname came from Rook being impressed by Trey's loyalty to Riddle, but after an incident that results in Trey having to provide Riddle with a store-bought tart rather than one that he has handmade himself, Rook observes, "I had considered you Riddle's loyal knight, but it seems I erred a bit in my perception. Trey, you are quite the cunning man." Rook seems very fond of Trey. "All Rook did was sing praises about your smooth workflow," says a science club student. When Sebek calls Rook creepy for bursting into song during Spectral Soiree, Trey explains, "The random singing isn't all that uncommon, actually. He does that sometimes during club meetings." When Sebek prepares to attack Rook for being suspiciously calm, Trey defends him, explaining, "Okay, sure, Rook's a little weird. It's hard to tell what he's thinking, and sometimes he does that thing where he looks at the sky and smiles, but he's not a bad guy." When Sebek tries to pressure Rook into sharing personal stories from his childhood, Trey comes to Rook's rescue, pretending to see a ghost behind a pillar in order to distract him. Trey explains, "I just figured you wouldn't want people prying into your private life. I've noticed you tend to steer clear of that kind of stuff when we talk at club meetings. But I'm sorry if I read too much into it and overstepped." Trey is sensitive to embarrassing situations and tries his best to downplay Rook's more curious behaviors when he can, such as asking him to not talk to plants in the science club, not allowing Rook to name them, and warning him against weirding out Halloween visitors. Trey insists that he is a regular student from a completely normal family, but Rook seems to suspect otherwise. When Trey asks why he is always surrounded by weirdos, Rook responds, "Birds of a feather flock together." Rook and Trey share a dance during Spectral Soiree. Rook refers to Trey and Cater as boon companions, which is the same word he uses to describe his own relationship with Vil. Rook gives Trey a fancy feathered cap for his birthday, but Trey cannot figure out what he is supposed to wear it with. Trey mentions Rook roping him into researching classic vampire moves for Halloween, but while he pretended to be scared, Rook was not convinced. During Beanfest, Rook goes to the botanical gardens to await Trey. He explains in a long monologue exactly why and how he knew that Trey would go there first. Trey describes Rook's observational skills as kinda scary. Trey says that if he had to pick one person outside of his dorm to take with him to a deserted island, he would take Rook.